Hey, seasoners, how are we today? How are we today on this fabulous Wednesday? Well. So, I was thinking about what to talk about today. I really wanted to get into my personal stuff, but I feel like that's probably for another day. Probably when it's more smoothed over with him. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about the friends with Benny's um, situation out there. Um, what I wanted to talk about was because it was kind of funny because last Friday, my coworker, she's in her 50s, she's in her later 50s, and she was talking about her guy friend that she gives mixed signals to. That's just how it is. That's just what she's doing, and she doesn't want anything serious. But of course, she still wants the sex. And I'm like, listen, you're giving him mixed signals, blah blah blah, get into all that stuff. And she's like, no, I mean, like that's all I want. I don't want a relationship. I'm like, why don't you want a relationship? Be like, do you want someone there, like companionship or whatever? And she's like, no, like I like my space. I was married for X amount of years. Um, I like my space. He's a slob kebab, so I know that we probably would never live together because of the fact that we're not compatible, like cleaning wise. So she already had in her head that she, just wanted friends with benefits. He didn't want that, blah, blah, blah. So my point of it with this is like whatever season of life you're in, whether we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, like that still happens. Like just because we get older doesn't mean like we don't need to have our needs met, right? So, friends with benefits. Would you or not? Would you? Um, would I? Well, no. And the only reason that no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it knowingly. I wouldn't do it knowing that I was doing it. I'd probably do it accidentally. Like I think that my one of my ex situations was friends with benefits. Now that I really look back on it, I think that's what it was. And that kind of sucks because I wouldn't have knowingly done it. Like, I'm not that person. Granted, TMI, but whatever. I've had two nightstands in my life, and both of them, you know, I think for women, you just automatically become attached in that way because, you've just slept with somebody or you, whatever. I mean, not all women. I mean, I'm not saying all women are like that, but the majority of us were like that. I know I am. I know that I get emotionally attached. If I'm physical with somebody, I'm showing you my vulnerable side. I'm showing you that, you know, you kind of care. You kind of like mean something. Oh my gosh, I just got sidetracked. Sorry, I didn't even know what I was talking about. Well, anyways, friends with benefits. Would you or not? No, I wouldn't knowingly. Like I said, I think that I have before. Because, like, the next thing is have you or not. Like, not knowingly, I did. I think that I felt that that relationship was more than it was. And I think I was just really blind to it. But, so, anyways, I think for myself, I definitely would because I'm an emotional, attachy kind of person. Whereas I think that if two people are in a relationship and they're mutually agreeable upon that situation, cool. Like, I know some people who do have that, those kinds of relationships with people. Like, you just hook up whenever you hook up and whatever, and then that's it. You don't go beyond that. You know, I think especially when we get older, um, people still look at that as a taboo and stuff. But I think like once you get older and you're like, well, I'm older. Like I just want that companionship. I just have that need. Like, I've been there, done that. You know, it's not like I'm cheating on anybody. It's not like I'm doing something behind someone's back. I am just being a responsible adult with another responsible adult and having a friends with benefits kind of relationship. And I really don't think that that's bad, you know. So I guess what I'm getting at is at any age, we have needs, we have wants. Um, it just doesn't matter, you know. Um, yeah, it's easier to do that kind of crap when we're younger, you know, but then I look back on it and it's like there were so many things that, you know, that would be attached to doing stuff like that when you're younger, you know, the labeling and all that kind of stuff. So, but you know, the pros of it, let's just get to that. The pros of Friends with Bennies is what? It's just a casual thing. Like, there's no strings attached. You can give a crap about anything else, really, about them. Um, if you're that kind of person, if you can detach like that. And there's no commitment. You're not committed. You don't have to see that person until next time you need to do the hookup thing. And that's the pros that I could think of. The cons are especially for me would be attachment, especially if I have attachment issues. Oh, hell no. There's no way. And just like I said, with like the one night stands and stuff that I've had in the past, just the feeling afterwards. It's like, ugh. I don't know if I feel like I don't know. Well, they were each different situations. I can probably say I wouldn't have given a crap about one of them, but the other one I was like, oh, like that one was really bad. I should do a video on that one. Anyways, and then another con would be, I guess you can start to feel used in a way. I mean, right? Like if someone's just calling you just to hook up, you know, after a while you'd be like, oh, I think I'm just being used. Kind of feel used, you know? But then again, it depends on the person. Like, I probably would be one of those. And you probably might not be. I don't know. But, so, with that said, which one are you? Would you have a friends with benefits relationship at this age? And I'm really just speaking more of like the, you know, 40s and on. I mean, and I just focus on that really because that's the stage of life I'm in right now. So I kind of know like what I've done, what I've thought about doing, what I want to do, and whatever. But yeah, so that's just the food for thought this Wednesday, this lovely Wednesday. Um, yeah. So you guys like and subscribe. We'll keep on going. We'll have more topics. I just got to get some ideas. Um, especially when it comes to relationships. I mean, we can all say we probably been around the block with it, but I mean, you know, we've all had the story. We all have stories. But all right, guys, have a good rest of the day, and we'll talk soon.